Please welcome U.S. Senate Republican nominee, Kari Lake.
That music to play because I love the part when they say hit me with your best shot. I really do. Boy, they've tried to hit us and clobber us and defeat us and take our country away, and they ain't gonna do it. Look at this crowd. Look at this crowd. Guys, it's a Saturday. It could be a Tuesday night. It could be a Monday afternoon or a Thursday morning, and we're seeing crowds like this everywhere across our state. Because Arizona knows that everything is on the line, and Arizonans are making time to get involved. Isn't it a beautiful thing? Isn't it absolutely beautiful? Just like you, I hate what has happened to our country, especially over the past 3.5 years. It's been just shocking to see what 3.5 years of this terrible, terrible Democrat leadership, I use that word loosely, lack of leadership, has done to our country. But what it has also done, and what I don't think they realize, is they have created something really special. They've awoken a sleeping giant in fed-up, patriotic Americans. And we're showing up to vote. And we're going to vote them out of office. It's really wonderful. Listen, I've been on the campaign trail way too many days to count. And I distinctly remember the last day of the governor's race. We held an incredible rally here that night. Was anybody here for that? It was pretty special, wasn't it? And I looked out at that crowd of amazing Arizonans, and I thought, this is the biggest movement I've ever seen. It couldn't possibly get bigger. Guess what? It's gotten a lot bigger. It's gotten a lot bigger now. More moms are getting involved in politics. More dads are stepping up and getting involved in politics. I've got grandmas and grandpas out there working. More young people are getting involved, knocking doors, getting involved politically. This is exactly what our founding fathers expected from us. It really is. But we weren't doing it very well before. How many of you, I'm going to take some, I thought voting was showing my civic duty and doing the right thing. It's more than just voting, isn't it? It's way more than just voting. It is knocking doors, it's talking to neighbors, it's running for office, it's getting involved, it's contacting your lawmakers and telling them what you think about a piece of legislation that they're working on. It is actually getting involved. Like, I think about Benjamin Franklin, when when he was working on crafting the Constitution, and a woman stopped him and said, "What kind of a government have you given us?" And he said, "A republic, if you can keep it." We're in the if you can keep it part. And I am so impressed by all of you stepping up so that we can keep it. Thank you very much for doing that. We just came back from Tucson. We have an office down in Tucson. And you might say, Kari, why would you have an office in the most blue city in the whole state? Why would you have a headquarters in the most blue county in the entire state? Because guess what? Democrats are waking up and they're voting Republican now. That's why. It's beautiful. We were down in Tucson and we drove into town with our beautiful bus, and we pulled up to a voting center and people started running over when they saw that we were there. And I had the first person who talked to me was a Democrat who said, "I'm voting Republican all the way down the ballot." And then a beautiful African-American voter said, "I used to be Democrat. I'm so disappointed in how the Democrats have been treating us. They just expect," she said, that we owe them our vote. She said, "I just showed them. I went in there and voted Republican, Trump and Lake and right on down the ballot." And then I had a gorgeous Hispanic woman. She said she was a grandma, but I just can't believe it. She was too gorgeous. Not that grandmas aren't gorgeous, but she did not look like a grandma. She was a hot grandma. And she said, a hot Latino grandma. And she said, "I've been conservative my whole life. And they think that she said the Latinos are starting to come over. I believe that. I believe that." And she's, but Ruben Gallego, my opponent, looks at, I know. I'm sorry to bring the mood down today. Ruben Gallego looks at conservative Latinos and says, you can't be a Latino if you're conservative. Can we prove him wrong on Tuesday? Arizona. I happen to live with 3 Latinos, my children and my husband, and they're all voting Republican, I can tell you that. Because guess what? Latinos care about their family, they care about their safety, they care about the economy, they care about a lot of issues just like everyone else. African Americans care about those same issues. Our native tribes are starting to vote more Republican. Isn't that amazing? We've got Mike right here. We were up on the Navajo Nation with these incredible people, and you'd be surprised how many Trump signs you're seeing up there. It's actually a beautiful thing. What we are witnessing is the unification of America right now. We are all coming together under Make America Great Again, under MAGA. It's such a beautiful thing, and we can thank President Trump for that. He has woken us up to the corruption. Had we not had this last 3 years of absolute misery, we would not have known that the DOJ has been weaponized against us. We would not have known how corrupt the FBI is. We would not have known how corrupt the Democrat Party has become. And that's why I do try to speak to Democrats right now. We're bringing them over, but I try to tell them, this is not the old Democrat Party. This is not the party of Kennedy. Kennedy's on our side now, okay? We are bringing people together. I'm looking forward to getting into the U.S. Senate. My poll numbers are looking great. I call them our poll numbers because this is about all of us. You have been with me this whole time, and I thank you guys so much. We have 3 more days, and I need your help. How many of you are willing to go home today, pour yourself a frosty glass of milk or whatever you'd like to drink, maybe order some food on the way home, and take your phone and go through your contact list. Can you do that? Go through your contact list. I've got 2 people who raised their hand over there. Who else is willing to do it? And they don't even know what I'm going to ask them to do yet. You got to go through that contact list. You write a text out and say, do you have a plan to vote on Tuesday? Or have you already voted? And you just copy and paste that through everybody. Oh, you know what? Maybe skip your Democrat friends. Or maybe not. Maybe they're going to vote Republican. Even if you got an old boyfriend or old girlfriend on there and you departed on good terms, text them. Make sure they're going to vote. We've got to make sure everyone gets out to vote. If we all get out and vote, we win this, hands down. It's all about getting out to vote. So who can do that for me today? Awesome. There we go. There we go. That guy's going to take every phone in the house and do it in every phone in the house. And when I get to Washington, D.C., I'm going to help President Trump finish the wall, secure the border, and bring back a strong economy. Is that okay? And then I'm going to work on my pet project, which is reforming the fake news into real, honest press. Is that okay? We're going to take a long, hard look at the FCC licenses that these people have. We give them those licenses and they lie to us, and we're tired of you guys lying to us. So we're looking forward to giving those FCC licenses to people who are going to be honest with the American people. We're tired of the fake news. The days of the fake news are numbered. We're going to get some real journalists once again. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to turning Arizona around and making it strong and safe and affordable again. How about you guys? Are you ready for that? So, I'm sure you've already tired of raising your hand, but how many of you have already voted? Oh man, that's awesome. That is so incredible. Okay, and don't feel bad when I ask you to raise your hand. How many of you are going to vote Tuesday? Awesome. Make sure you get out there. I don't care if you wake up with a headache. And I think Gina said it. If you have been willing to stand in line, and we see it, we stand in line for these incredible rallies to see President Trump. Some people stand in line all night, all day. Then you got to be willing to stand in line, because those lines are going to be long. Do not get out of line until you cast that vote, okay? Promise me that. Don't get out of line. Take some water, take some food, wear some comfortable shoes. Guys, our best days are ahead of us. I am so optimistic about the future. We got 3 more days to go before this election, and I know we're all sick and tired of it. We're sick and tired of the commercials. We're sick and tired of just the heaviness of this political season. But in 3 days, we save our country. We take back our country, and we start to make America great again. Thank you, Arizona. I love you so much. Thank